Check this. September 3rd, 59 euros. September 23rd, 146 euros. Times 3 in 20 days. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the YouTube Business Academy podcast. My name is George. I'm joined by my co-host Ron, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing our journey to $30,000 a month with YouTube automation. Is the revenue up? Is the revenue down? Let's find out together. We have some interesting things on our agenda. We're going to be talking about hiring freelancers. We're going to be talking about motivation and also some affiliate programs. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty insightful if you're into YouTube automation, YouTube search, or if you're just discovering this podcast and you're like, that title and thumbnail looked very interesting. Let me take a look. Don't click away because, man, listen, we have some interesting things for you to tell. Anyway, with that in mind, as usual, we're going to start by asking Ron, how is he doing today?
Yeah, still doing great. Haven't done so much, if I'm honest, last week on my search channel because I was busy with other things, like with my other company, some things going on. But nonetheless, still hit all-time highs in terms of views and also revenue. So again, it went up around 10 to 15%, like the last 7 days compared to the previous 7 days. So I'm looking for this month around $800 increase compared to last month. So I think this really shows how powerful the whole search model is. Like, it's all the videos in my backlog are basically compounding, and new videos still are being uploaded by my freelancers. So that's really nice. And I hired a new freelancer as well from the UK like a week ago. So he's just starting out posting videos as well, getting familiar with the concept. So yeah, everything is doing really well. What about you?
Yeah, dude, it's good. Let me ask you. So you said you're growing by 800 right now. So compared to last month, it's going to be an increase of 800.
Yeah. And the month before that, around 700. So since like beginning of June, my skippable ads rate went up, like the percentage went up. And then my RPM went up as well. And since then, I've been growing with around $600 to $800 each single month. So that's now the third month in a row. So I have no idea how long I can keep up with this pace. But so far, I'm not complaining. But like if I calculate my last 7 days revenue, and I will multiply it by 30 or 31 days, I will already have around $600 to $700 more than what this month will be. So probably next month will also be an increase like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you said that you grew this month, which is the month of September, by $800 more than what you had in August. So besides researching keywords and hiring one freelancer, what else have you done with your business, with YouTube search?
Well, the thing is, I haven't done any keyword research at all because I have a list of around 700, 800 keywords just ready. And since the beginning of June, I've been focusing less on volume, but more high quality tutorials with a higher RPM topics. That's what I've been doing. And my freelancer is publishing about 60 videos a month. So I have around 10 months of keywords if I just keep working with the freelancer. So that's also why I can that's why I don't need to do the keyword research. So I've basically only published an Upwork post to find a new freelancer and just had a conversation with him, and he's just starting out. So that's the work I did. So yeah, and the increase still was there. So that's the crazy power of like the whole, like each video is just a real estate basically, but digital real estate, and it compounds over time. Some videos from 2 months ago start ranking. Some videos from 4 months ago start ranking. Sometimes there's something going on with a specific tool or software that I happen to have a tutorial about, and it gets crazy spike in views. So that's the biggest benefit of this whole strategy.
And because you have a system that is able to produce and upload and just, keep the momentum going, you don't actually have to do any of the work yourself. Like, there are people who have specific goals, right? And they know that they're going to get paid for that if they achieve those goals. Like, for example, I don't know, record this many videos, make this many thumbnails, right? Edit this many videos or whatever, right? So then now capital is really starting to work for you, capital and labor, of course, because you have put the system into place that is now able to, and the system is growing by itself. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also very important to note, like, my freelancers are really doing a great job. Like, I have a good video creator. Like, his explanations are good. His English accent is really good. But also after that, like after he uploads a video, the thumbnail of the video is probably already it will be finished within like 1 hour. Or of course, it's if it's midnight for my thumbnail creator, not. But like, he's really quick because we have a specific style. So it's like immediately there. And I think my uploader / manager, he has some sort of notifications on Trello, I think. That's why we manage everything. And he's like uploading it right away. So when a video is done, like within 2 hours, it's online. And I've been working with this team now for a couple of months. And yeah, it has proven to work out, and everybody is happy because they're getting paid enough. And that's also like the key thing, like having good freelancers that actually do the work.
Hey, talking about good freelancers, let me ask you this. Where is your team from, and what would you say is, country-wise, people should think about when they are hiring, people overseas, contractors / freelancers?
I think with search, the most important thing is you have a freelancer that can deliver videos on time and has a good English accent and is able to explain steps very clearly. I think those are like the three factors that you need to take into account. And then country-wise, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. But the thing is, if you get a freelancer, for example, from India, they usually have a more heavy accent, which can be like more difficult for people to understand. I've worked with those people in the beginning. They're very hardworking, and of course, you can get the video cost pretty low, so that's nice. But on the long term, I would choose a more high quality freelancer. I've now one from Jordan, I think the country is called. Yeah, and he has a very good accent, and the price wise is also really good for me. But it depends. Like, yeah, I just look at those three factors, and if they all check the box, then I really don't care where they're from, if I'm honest.
Yeah. And when you said that the price is right for you, for that guy from Jordan, how much? I may ask if you're paying him, and he's recording he's recording his face.
No, but we are considering it again in the future. Like when I hired him 4 or 3 months ago, I said to him, like, we're going to record your face, like, and he was okay with it. He made some videos. But after that, it was like a little bit, it caused for some delays in production. And I still had a lot of videos just doing really well without the face cam. So I said, okay, let's just not do it. Let's focus on volume and consistency. So he's not recording his face, but I'm paying around $15 for between, like the video length doesn't really matter. Like, I told the freelancer, make a good solution, explain it as best as you can, so the viewer gets help the best way possible, and I just pay $15 for it. So I'm not looking at how long or anything. But I asked him also, like, maybe we should do for certain topics more of an in-depth tutorial. Like, some topics just need more time. For example, how to build a complete Shopify website, something like that can easily take 30 minutes. And he also wants to do those kind of videos. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Interesting. Well, talking from my side here, dude, I'm just hitting all-time highs left and right.
Yeah, it's crazy. You sent me some pictures. Yeah.
I've been sending Ron some screenshots, like, because I check my revenue. This is, by the way, very unhealthy. I don't recommend doing this, but I check my revenue first thing in the morning when I wake up at like 6:30.
I do the same. Yeah, because it's updated after 12. So
because this is my life, I wake up and the first thing I want to see is
some dopamine. Hopefully. It doesn't work the other way around.
Exactly. So for those of you consistent listeners, on the 23rd of September, I hit an all-time high of 146 euro, which is about $157. And just a month ago, I was at like 52 euros on the 2nd of September. So check this. September 3rd, 59 euros. September 23rd, 146 euros.
Times 3. Crazy.
Times 3 in 20 days.
Yeah, and it's also times 3 of like $50 or 50 euros. Not times 3 like $3. It's like pretty big amount already in the first place, and then still going times 3.
Hey, quick interruption. Do you dream of escaping the 9-to-5 job and living a life of freedom? Well, if you are a regular listener, then you know that Ron and I, we're all about YouTube search, and it's given us the financial freedom to live life on our own terms. Now, if you're ready to take your YouTube game to the next level, we've got something special for you, a free training that can help you get there. So if you're serious about making money with YouTube search, then check out the free training by clicking the link down in the show notes or in the description of this video. Now, let's get back to the podcast. Yeah, I literally went from like 50 euros to 150 euros in just 20 days, in like 1 month, which if you have told me this 20 days ago, I would have been like, nah, no way. But now I'm hitting consistently like over 100 euro days or over like $110 days. If I go,
I remember, by the way, when I was in Sweden, I think 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation on WhatsApp. Like soon, we will be able to have like $100 or 100 euros days consistently. Like, and I think we said something like 1 month from now or 2 months from now. But it came way earlier. It was pretty crazy.
It came way earlier, dude. Because like also we're really like optimizing all the time, right? Like me, I'm always like re-optimizing. Like I'm looking at the data like a lot, you know, I'm just doing a lot of kind of in-depth like researching and thinking and like looking on the internet, okay, what can be potentially like even higher topics, like where can I really rank and stuff. And this has been really often. I've been also looking at my data in the back end, but I'm like consistently hitting over 100 euro days, so over $110 days. And in the past 7 days, I sent you a screenshot today. I have 800 euros in the last 7 days, which
that's
like
crazy.
is crazy, man. If you multiply that by, well, if you multiply that by 4, right, 4 weeks, then that comes out to like over 3.2K.
Yeah, so that's like 3.3 in dollars, I think.
3.4, I think, in dollars even. So $3,400.
Yeah, actually, you missed like 3 days then for the full month.
But you know, I think in October, I don't know how much I'm going to do in September. That's first of all, like, because I'm uploading a lot. But I think in October, my goal is to do 4,500 euros in ad revenue.
From one channel? Because you also have a second one. Okay.
Yes. 4,500 euros from one channel. That's my goal for the month of October. Please clip this so then I can watch it back and see how much I actually make.
Well, I don't know, but the RPMs are also going up, I think, on a near Q4. Is that true? I think so, right?
Yes, exactly. Q4, the RPMs is going to be going up. So hopefully that's going to impact this as well. So we will see. We will see how this goes. But so far, this is the most I'm ever making with YouTube. This is the most like I'm just making from my business in general. And it feels really amazing. It really gives me a lot of freedom and independence and a lot of kind of keeping my head up, you know, and just like, you know, like I'm doing something right with my life. It feels really good.
Question, by the way, like the RPM increased or like the earnings increased a lot. Have you analyzed like where the earnings are coming from? Like, are they those videos you uploaded like last week, or maybe some videos you uploaded some weeks or months ago?
Yeah. So if I click see more in my revenue thing and I go, for example, last 28 days, there's one video that has like, it's making about 8% of the total revenue over the past 28 days. But all of the revenue in the past 28 days, it goes from like 3%, and most of them are like even less than 1%, like 0.5%. Like, I mean, from total amounts, right? So for example, if my total amount in the past 28 days is like 2.3 thousand euros, right? Then you can imagine how many videos are making that amount up, because, you know, most of them are, you know, 0.5% of the total amount. So
there's also like the risk are really spread out. Like if you have a browse channel, like you have regular YouTube videos, you're very reliant on the video you just published. It will get the most views. Then it will die out, and you need like a new one that will probably have like that will take a big part of the revenue again. With search, like partly like very divided, and that's why it's so stable. Of course, it's really nice.
Yeah. Like we've talked about this so much before, but this is what this podcast is about. Like search is really this thing that like once you discover it, you never want to go back to browse. Well, at least it is for me like that, you know, because with browse, it's like it's always never ending. It's like, you know, you're always chasing that next viral video is going to hit or not. And most of them don't hit. But with this thing, it's like, okay, set it up and it just grows. And the more videos you upload, the more money you're going to make. So
Yeah.
it's pretty incredible. And just seeing every, like all the time, like, and I wake up on like, you know, a Sunday or like a Monday, I check my analytics, and I think it was Monday. I checked my analytics in the morning and I had like 146 euros, which was like
Wait, on a
40.
Saturday, right? Then, like the
Yeah, it
analytics.
was a
Yeah.
Saturday. So it was like 40 euros more than the previous day. It was just a big jump, like I sent to you. And it's just insane. Like if you really become good at keyword research and you start to understand how this whole thing works, you just feel unstoppable. Like at this point, jinx it, where's wood? But I really do feel unstoppable. You know, it's
Wait
crazy.
for the impala traffic to hit. Watch out. Yeah.
But even if it does hit, I will be able to rebuild like really quickly. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it probably will get recovered eventually.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, I wanna quickly just tell the story about affiliate custom thing that happened to me over the past week. So I got an email from this company. They are called. Should I say it or not? Fine, I'll say it. So I got this email from a company called joinsecret.com. And they reached out to me saying, hey, like we're interested in partnering up, and you know, basically we want you to help us drive traffic to our website. I was like, cool. All right, let's jump on a call, let's discuss it. And basically what the company is about is they, for a fixed amount, for $149, you get access to different promo codes and offers from big companies like Amazon AWS, Notion. So you get, for example, like you can get like $5,000 in credits for AWS. You can get, you know, some many months free from Notion. You can get like, you know, basically just all these discounts that companies provide. So it's a win-win-win for everybody, right? It's a win for the big companies because in exchange for that thing, they're getting new customers. It's a win for them because they're basically connecting one or the other. And it's a win also for, you know, startups who need this software because they're getting a deal for a fixed amount. So they're getting a lot more value for a much smaller price because this company is basically going out there and getting these. They're basically becoming a trusted partner. Okay, makes sense. So then we jumped on a call, and this guy, he's 35, he's really cool, and we started talking, and then, you know, I really want to help, right? I really want to like see how can I really add value to this business, right? And my skill, I only know one thing. I know how to drive traffic with YouTube search. That's all I know. So, I mean, I'm pretty good at that, I would say. And then I was like, okay, who are your competitors? He names me some competitors, and I go in incognito. I started looking them up. Nothing is showing up. I'm like, okay, can't really drive traffic there. I'm like, okay, but what are you guys ranking for? What keywords do people search for when they're looking for your business? And then he starts like, then we start going into this thing, and then he's like, well, they would probably look for this, but they're also looking, for example, for AWS credits, right? How to get AWS credit, or how to get a promo code with Notion. And I'm like, aha, now that's good. Yeah. Then I start looking on incognito. I look it up, the keywords. And matter of fact, people do look for that. I don't know about the search volume. The search volume doesn't look that much, but it's still there, which means there's search traffic. So then I'm like, all right, cool. Now the only question I have left is how much is the affiliate? So then he tells me, well, usually what we do is we have a 30% affiliate commission, okay? And then we have a 30% discount for the people to get that thing, right? So for $149. And I'm like, all right, let's do this. Forget about the discount. Just add the percent onto my affiliate commission. So that's what we did. No discount, but I'm going to get a 50% commission from $149, which is about $75 per one sign up, right? That I'm
A random
I bring
sign
to them.
up or to a specific tool?
No,
Or
no, 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 no. Like a paying customer to them, I get
yeah, okay,
$75,
that's
which is
really
like
nice.
which is a really nice commission,
Yeah,
$75. Like it's above average for sure. So then now I went ahead. He sent me a bunch of the top 20 softwares that people sign up to, like the 80-20 principle, right? So which of the 20% of the softwares that bring it for them 80% of the money. And then I went ahead and he's also sent me like the keywords, so like promo code and discount and credits, right? Those main ones. And then for every single one of the company, I went ahead and I typed all of those keywords in. And then basically I got a list of about 16 keywords that I'm gonna create in the next couple of days. And I'm gonna say, hey, by the way, the way you get credits for Amazon AWS or to get $5,000 for AWS, you click the link down in the description and you sign up to this company. And then guess what? I make the videos, I send them to the cloud,
yeah.
and then people from all over the world, and the video is gonna live there. People from all over the world, when they search that up, my video is gonna be first. They click on it, they're like, oh, nice, thanks, George. I'm gonna sign up to join.
I think you need to watch out, by the way. Like if you mention like free credits or something in the title, like watch out for the YouTube.
Oh, not free credits.
Okay.
It's not free credits. I'm not going to use the word free. It's like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like how to get credits. Okay. And then I tell you to get credits.
Yeah.
Okay. This company is an official partner of the company that you need credits for. So in order for you to get those credits, you sign up to this company and then you'll be able to access it. And like, I feel really good about doing this because it's a win-win for everybody, because the person who is paying $150 to join Secrets, right, is going to get a disproportionate amount of value in terms of like $5,000 worth of credit for AWS.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty crazy. So that's the deal. 16 videos, gonna get them created in the next few days in a nice kind of structured way, upload them, and let's see what happens. Maybe I'll do a little follow-up on this as well later in the future about, if I do get signups, how does it go? Do the videos rank and how much is the traffic there? But I'm not expecting too much, but I'm expecting to get because it's very direct, like very targeted traffic.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting to have good conversion rates, not too much traffic volume, not too much traffic, but overall, I think in the long run, it's going to be really, really worth it.
I think so as well. Like they're looking for those things. So if you can just provide it, those credits or discounts or anything. Like it's the same with my American Express thing. Like I only have like 200 views on the video, but people are at the final stage of deciding if they're getting the American Express card or not. And you provide that link, and like I converted like 6 people out of 200, which is really nice.
6 people.
So, yeah.
Last time I checked with you, that was like 3.
Now 6 now. But now, like nothing last week, but like 6 people now in 6 weeks. So 1 a week on average.
Whoa. And that's huge, by the way, because these credits that Ron is referring to, they're like a lot of bonuses.
Yeah, membership reward points. Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Okay. Another thing that happened to me this week was I did something unusual. I invested 15 euros, about $20, give or take, into a microphone for a freelancer. So I hired this new freelancer from the Philippines. His name is Daniel.
How did you do it, by the way? You sent him $15 and he bought the microphone?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. The microphone was the one he bought. It was more expensive, so he also put his money,
that's
the majority of his money into it. But because I was like, okay, how much is a microphone so we can get this like really good quality audio? He's like, it's then he shows me the amount in peso, in Filipino peso, and I'm like, okay, cool. So then I convert it, and then it comes out to like $15. I'm like, all right, cool. $15 sounds a good amount. I'm gonna send you the money. Get the microphone so we can get started, because like he's a good guy. I like him and like he has good quality. Just the microphone is the only limitation. So I kind of want to hold on to him. He's like, all right, cool. And then when he sent me the receipts of which microphone he actually bought, it was like 4 times more expensive than the one he showed me. So technically, I only put about 25% of the total amount of microphone as an investment. And it might seem a bit weird, like, oh, like, why are you buying a microphone for a guy from the other side of the world? But,
It's not weird. I think
it's
it's a
not
good strategy.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good strategy. Plus, like, okay, it's a little bit of upfront investment, right? But then hopefully we'll be on good terms. And hopefully that will pay off. Hopefully that the videos that he's going to make for me with that microphone, they're going to have better quality audio. And then, those videos are going to have a higher chance of ranking, basically. And then,
But it
it's
also
just,
shows you want to invest in him. That's the thing.
yeah. Like, I want to work with people now long term. I really value people who want to work with me. Like, I'm a pretty strict employer in the beginning. Like, I'm kind of pretty strict. I'm like, why aren't you doing this? Like, come on, we got to move faster. But like, once I feel that you want to work and like you're hungry and we can, like, you really want to help me, I'll be nice. Like, I'll be like, all right, cool. Here's the
If they bring in
microphone.
money, you're like, let's go.
Yeah, like, if you help me make money, like, I will also give back. Like, it's actually it's a law of reciprocation, basically. And yeah, so that's I think that's one of the things that happened. So it's a little bit unnatural.
Yeah, but it's good. Like, if you have a good feeling about that guy, like he probably never had before an experience that somebody sent him money to purchase a specific item. Like, normally they get
Yeah.
not treated the best way, like always. I heard some horror stories. Like, there are tools out there. Like, I think the tool's called Hubstaff, I think. I don't remember correctly. But basically, when you work abroad, mostly the Filipinos, they need to use that tool. It's like you click on a timer and it's filming your screen. It's tracking your mouse. And when you're taking a break, you need to pause the timer. And like, everything is getting tracked.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to work that way. So treating them nicely, I think, will pay off on the long term.
Yeah, and also the good thing about our business model is that the payout is based on the number of videos that you produce, right? Or like in your specific the specific task that you're doing. So, if you decide to slack and not produce videos, and then eventually turns out that he made less, well, I have an agreement where it's written out that if you make less videos in this time frame, guess what? You're not gonna get paid the whole amount. You're gonna get your payout reduced. So it's up to them how much they want to make.
Yeah. So it's not a full-time employee. You still pay him per video.
Well, we have an agreement that I pay him like I pay him per month kind of thing, right? I pay him bi-weekly. We have a quota, right? So we need to reach this amount of videos for this payments, right, per month. And then I pay him twice per week, right? And then there's also a little thing which says, okay, but if it's less than the goal of the videos, then every video is going to be reduced by like $4.1 or something.
And is it the other way around as well? If he makes more, that he gets more?
No.
That's maybe also like,
no.
He will probably never make more then.
No, but yeah, okay, it's no problem for me to pay that, but I just don't want to yet push so much volume.
Yeah, okay, of course. You need to,
it's also that. Because like, we started working with him, right? And when he sent me his sample, I was like, oh, he has great microphone. Great. Like, he's kind of like this. And we start working together. And I'm like, all right, cool. Here are the keywords, here are the scripts, go do your thing. All right. I told the story, and then I look back at the videos, and the audio is like, I can't listen to it. It's just choppy and like this, the whole work of 1 week now has to be redone because of this thing, right? And imagine if I would have done like twice the amount of videos, right, in that same time frame. It's just like scaling. I've been thinking a lot about this. Scaling really is not that hard technically, like as in, oh, we just increase the amount of people and stuff. But where scaling becomes really hard is scaling with the quality standards that you have in place, because something will go wrong eventually.
True. But yeah, it depends. Like, thumbnails can be easily be scaled because it's just a certain style. But yeah, with video creation, every freelancer can only handle an amount of videos and keep up the same quality. Like indeed, what you had, like with the, like I think a month ago with your team, everybody agreed on scaling up, and you listened back to the videos, and you couldn't, like he was talking too fast or something.
Oh my God, man, that was a whole different thing. Yeah,
So
don't
yeah,
even get me
it's
started on
balance.
that.
It's balance.
But and probably the last thing that I want to touch upon here, or maybe not the last thing, maybe just two more things that I want to touch on upon here. Also, one thing about freelancing is that I'm actually now in the process. I'm talking to a couple of more people, but this time because yeah, boy has some money now to spend on higher quality vids and more people. Um, I'm now looking for freelancers from first world countries, UK, US, and I'm looking to pay them 20, 30, 40, $50 per video because I think the economics per unit are going to be making sense for me because I'm going after videos that have super high RPM and I'm also plugging an affiliate, right? My return per video is very high, right? But it's only high when the quality of the video is high itself. So when I'm doing it myself, right? So my thinking is, okay, well, how can I basically replicate myself? Well, okay, my strong sides is kind of my American sounding English, right? The fact that I have like a nice kind of working place, right? And I'm able to, record these semi high quality videos, right? So then all I need to do, and like those videos make me a lot of money that I make myself. So then I'm like, okay, cool. Now, if on average I make this amount of money per video that I make, then why don't I just hire people, pay them more per video, but then my return on investment is also going to be higher, right? But I can only do this once I already have capital to work with, basically.
Yeah, of course, it's like a next step. Plus, if you focus on that kind of quality, you don't need to worry about getting deranked on the long term.
No,
So
exactly. That's the thing. Quality is always quality in the long term is always going to win, in my opinion. And like I message you this as well. Quality beats quantity because it's more sustainable. You don't have to worry about your video being deranked or people competing with you or whatever. Like, yeah, if you worry about people competing with you, then you are not 100% sure in the quality of each single video that you publish. Because if you were sure in the quality of the videos that you publish and that this video answers the question of the person who's searching and delivers the best possible value, then you don't have to worry about competition. Like Jeff Bezos say, I don't focus on my competition. I just focus on user satisfaction. And as soon as I started focusing on user satisfaction, then the whole world has opened up to me.
Yeah, wise words. Quoting here from left and right like it's nothing.
Well, yeah, Jeff is a smart guy, no matter what people say.
Of course.
And lastly, I want to leave you guys with a little, word of motivation, okay? Because I think it's so important. You are one decision away from the life you truly want, right? Obviously, change takes a lot of time. The person who you want to be in 5 years doesn't happen overnight, but a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're like, you're thinking about starting or you're doing something already, but you're not like really committing to it, then it really is that decisive moment. Like I remember back in my day, when I started my entrepreneurial journey, the thing I had, kind of the dialogue I had in my head was, oh, when a better time comes around, then I'm going to start. Oh, when the circumstances are going to be better, then I'm going to start. When I have a little bit more free time, when I have a little bit more money, when I do X, Y, and Z, then I will start. Nah, doesn't work that way. There will never be a better time. And I know it sounds very cliche what I'm saying here, but like Ron, you'll probably agree with me on this one.
Yeah, I have a better quote for this, or maybe slogan
Let's
from
go.
Nike. Just do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it's so easy. But the thing is, like, if you start overthinking everything, like when is the right time? Like it's never the right time.
Yeah.
You can always think of a reason why it's not the right time.
Mm.
So the only way is just to start out, and you probably won't be successful right away, but it'll probably lead to something else, and you at least like the ball needs to keep rolling, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And with a lot of business models, especially with the business model we are doing, it already we know it's working. Like there is proof of success.
Yeah.
So you know the model works. You just need to find your way. Like how does it work? And there are many people out in this area, but or like in this niche, but also in other things you want to do in life that you can learn
Mm.
from. And if you
Yeah.
just keep going, eventually you will reach a certain level. And for
Yeah.
everybody, it's a different time period when you will hit that level. But if you keep
Yeah.
going, you will eventually be at that level, and you will be very happy you made that first decision a couple years or months ago. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You need to reach that critical mass of like learnings and failures and all that. And once you reach it, then you will have your like kind of breakthrough almost moments when things are gonna just click and you know come into like in
Yeah.
position, and then everything is gonna slowly start to like play out for you, you know?
Yeah, but just like I had so many of this conversation with people, like,
Yeah.
but starting a company, and in the end, it's just like, just fucking start, and like, don't be so fucking complicated, like looking up things on the internet, blah blah blah. Just
Yeah.
start out, and you run into problems and things that you need to fix, and it will go along the way.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the only way to approach it, and I like, yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
That's
It really like when it comes to the like to the moment, like let's make an analogy. You and I, first thing in the morning, what do?
yeah. Check the ref.
After that, ice
Okay.
baths. Ice
Oh,
baths, baby.
yeah, but by the way, there's also a great thing. Like if you just focus on the work, like even if you don't know the work you are doing is right, you don't have the time to worry about, oh, is this the right choice? Blah blah.
Yeah.
Just work and just go for it. And
Yeah.
afterwards, you will see if that was the right path or not. But just keep
Yeah.
working and don't overthink everything.
And most likely it won't be the right thing you do right away in like the beginning, you know. It really helps to find people who are already doing something successful and kind of asking them, right? I feel when people ask me, you know, that I meet in real life, I'm like, dude, if I was you and I met like this guy and talking about myself, I would listen very carefully to what he's doing because he just discovered this like secret thing that is really working and is
Yeah,
not hard to replicate at all. Like don't sleep on this, you know what I mean? But
yeah, yeah.
also making the
True.
making the analogy with the ice bath thing, right? You've installed an ice bath at your place. I go swim in the lake here in Finland and it's getting really cold now. Dude, when I'm standing there on the pier, right? And it's like windy and the lake is, you know, already around 8 degrees, maybe like Celsius, the water. And it's like 6:45 in the morning. And I get undressed and I put on my swimming shorts. Dude, I don't like it doesn't feel nice. It
No, of
really
course not.
doesn't. And then I have this moment where I want to think, oh, let's just give it a moment. Let's just adjust to the cold a little bit. Let's think. No, you don't.
You know that you're bullshitting yourself. You know.
Exactly. The mind is playing tricks on you. It's like, you know, it's cold, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable, but that's exactly the moment when you need to just send it, just go. Don't think. Like, it's amazing what happens then. You know, you just like, all right, you just boom, you just take the first step, you put your toes into the cold water, and then as soon as you get like halfway in, you just dive in, and once you're dived in, it's not so bad anymore. It's the
Yeah.
anticipation of the pain that is much more painful than the pain itself.
Yeah, exactly the same with starting a business or anything.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
anticipating and you're like, oh, it's going to be so hard. I need to learn so many
And
things.
also, like, nobody gives a shit about your thoughts. Also, so like, you just need to put in the work. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, just go for it. And like, those thoughts don't serve you in the end. Like,
Yeah.
they'll also only make sure that you're not taking action. Like, action is the only way you will move forward in business, basically.
100%. And no one cares about you except for your mom.
Yeah, she does. She will probably say, "Don't do that. Like, have you thought about it? Like, it's unsafe. Don't go in the ice bath. Like, it's not good for
You
you."
might get sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the world is a cruel place. No one cares about you. If you want to move forward, if you want to become the person that you dream of, then it all starts with the action.
Yeah. You need to do it yourself.
Exactly. No one's going to do it for you. The only person who can save you is you.
Bam. Some David Goggins motivation here the last 5 minutes. Who's gonna carry the boat?
Who's going to carry the boat?
Yeah, awesome.
All right. Well, good place to round up. Ron, thank you so much. Great podcast episode. And thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and subscribing. And we'll see you in the next week's episode. Ciao.
Bye-bye.